the second preparation which we are going to see is the cresol with soap solution. Okay. Now, cresol with soap solution, its synonym is Lysol. You all must have heard of Lysol, which is used as a disinfectant. So today we are going to learn how to make this cresol with soap solution. Now, it's a solution of cresol. So we cannot take cresol directly and put it in water to make the solution. Why? The reason being cresol, it has very limited solubility in water. Now cresol, if it is taken and it is mixed with water, it just has a solubility of up to 2% volume by volume. But as per our preparation, the strength of cresol in this is 50%. That means this preparation contains 50% by volume of the cresol. So to solubilize this amount of cresol, what we need to do? We need to carry out a saponification process. What is saponification? Saponification is a reaction wherein we mix or we heat the vegetable oil, any vegetable oil containing free fatty acid, with the alkali. Alkali could be KOH or NOH. So when we heat this together, it will result in formation of a monovalent soap. And this monovalent soap which is generated, it will act as a solubilizer for the cresol. So our aim is to prepare cresol with soap solution, and when we say the solution, it has to be a clear solution. So our aim today is to get the clear product. Okay, and the clarity of the product will totally depend whether the saponification reaction has got over and whether it has been carried out properly or not. If there is any mistakes while carrying out the saponification process, so that will affect the clarity of our product. Let's see the formula of cresol with soap solution. Now this cresol with soap solution, it consists of cresol 500 ml, then it has got a vegetable oil 180 grams, KOH 42 grams and purified water US 1000 ml. So how we will be proceeding? For making this preparation, first we will make the soap. How we make the soap? That is by heating this vegetable oil with the alkali. Vegetable oil over here which we are using is the castor oil. So we will be taking out the required amount of castor oil. We will mix it with the required amount of KOH dissolved in water. We will heat the mixture in the water bath. Okay, and while heating, we have to keep a check that whether the saponification is over or not. So how we will check whether the saponification reaction is over or no? For that, what we will do is we will take out the 1 drop of mixture, that is mixture of this KOH and vegetable oil, and we will mix it with 9 drops of water. Okay, and we will check this on a watch glass. So moment you put the 1 drop of your mixture on 9 drops of water, the drop of the mixture which you put, it should get dispersed. Like how you put the soap in water, soap gets dispersed, right? It doesn't float on the surface. So moment it gets dispersed in the water, that indicates the saponification is over. And another way is there should not be any oil droplets floating on the surface of the watch glass. Okay, so once our soap is ready, then we will take required amount of cresol and we will add this cresol slowly with stirring into the soap solution which we have formed. Okay, and once we are done with that, at the end we will make up the volume if required. Let's see now how to make this. Now first, for making this soap solution, first we will take required amount of vegetable oil, which is castor oil over here. So we have to weigh the castor oil as it is given in grams. So we don't have to take it out with the pipette. Okay. So first we will tell the weight of this conical flask. In this we will weigh required amount of castor oil, that is 3.6 grams. So we will take 3.6 grams of castor oil. And we will weigh required amount of alkali, which is KOH over here. We can, instead of KOH, we can also use NaOH. First we have to tear the next we are going to weigh required amount of KOH. So we have taken required amount of KOH. We will dissolve it in 2 ml of water first, 3 ml. Now we'll add this solution into the castor oil, already weighed amount of castor oil. We'll shake it thoroughly and then we'll heat it on the water bath. But we have to ensure the water in the water bath is continuously boiling. And we have to adjust the conical flask in a way that the level of water in the water bath is above the level of solution in the conical flask. And don't forget to cover this with the watch glass. As it contains water, if it gets evaporated, you will get a solid content in the conical flask. So you have to ensure that it is covered throughout. Okay, and you have to remove a drop of this mixture. Okay, and you have to check for the saponification reaction whether it is over or not. But that will do after at least 10 minutes of heating. We have to keep on shaking this mixture intermittently. So for that, you can simply remove this conical flask and you can shake it. Then you have to again put it in the water bath. Now as 10 minutes are over, we'll check whether the saponification is over or still it's going on. Before we take out a drop of mixture and observe, can you see the change in the color? Initially it was milky white, the solution in the flask. Now it has turned clear yellow colored liquid. Okay, so we will shake it once. Okay, and then we will again place it in the water bath. Don't forget to cover this. We will check for the saponification reaction whether it is over or not. For that we will take 9 drops of water on a watch glass. Okay, and we will take 1 drop of this mixture. put 1 drop of this mixture. Don't take out any extra amount from the flask because that much of soap will be lost and will not be available for you for the final product. So in this, we will put a drop on the surface, just 1 drop. Can you see that the soap moment I am putting, it is getting dispersed. Okay, so that indicates the soap has been formed. There are no floating oil droplets on the surface. So we are done with the saponification. Whatever amount is there in the dropper, you can put it back in the conical flask. Now we will allow this mixture to cool down. Once it cools down to around room temperature, then we will add cresol in this mixture. Okay. We'll allow it to cool down. And just keep it covered. Once it cools down, we will add cresol in this. Now we will add cresol in this soap solution. This soap solution is cooled enough. It has cooled. So we will add this cresol in small amounts in this soap solution. We'll give it a stir. We'll add the entire amount of cresol. One care you have to take is this cresol is highly corrosive in nature. So you have to handle it with carefully and you have to use the gloves. See, this is our cresol with soap solution. It is clear liquid. We'll transfer into the measuring cylinder and we will observe. See, it is fully clear liquid, which it is supposed to be. We will dissolve all this soap solution, whichever is remaining is there. This is our cresol with soap solution. We'll just make up the volume up to 20 ml. This is our cresol with soap solution.